Hi friends, it's Kristen. For today's video, we are going to try out a new indie brand. This is Madwitch Cosmetics. They have released so far 2 eyeshadow palettes and a blush palette. And I think they just released a highlighter palette, but I don't have that one. They started out with just the 1 eyeshadow palette. I knew about it, but I skipped on it. Just wasn't my color story. It looked pretty, like swatches and stuff look great. Just like I said, not my color story exactly. Wasn't bad, just wasn't for me. But I saw spoilers of their 2nd eyeshadow palette and I thought, this one's gonna be for me. They only showed a few shadows at that time, but I knew it would be up my alley, so I was excited for that. And then right before that, they released a blush palette that also looked really pretty. So, but I knew they were coming out with that eyeshadow palette, so I went ahead and waited and got the bundle deal. So the blush palette is called the Scorpio Hot Palette. There's 6 shades. That retails for $27.99. And the eyeshadow palette is the Star. That retails for $66. Or you can bundle it together, which is what I did and paid $85. If you do that, I don't think you can use discount codes because when I tried, it didn't apply. So, but I think it's just because it was a bundle, so it was already discounted. So I paid $85. I thought I had paid shipping, but when I went back and looked, I didn't pay anything for shipping, so. Oh, dropped a little something. Who would I be if I didn't drop a little something? So we got a little sticker right there, very cute. And we got, thank you so much. Love, Steph. I can't read that. That last part on top, I'm not quite sure what that says. But Steph runs the brand. She also has a YouTube channel, Instagram channel, or, Instagram page. So definitely check her out. I'll link her below and I'll link the site. Also, oh, there's more stickers. There's that one. Another kitty cat wizard. Another very pretty stained glass looking one. I love stickers, so that's very exciting. It's also very cool that you get a handwritten note. So I'll link the basic website where you can just go to, but I'm also going to leave a link for my affiliate link. So when you go on the website, under like the menu tab, it has, I think it says ambassador, something like that. I checked that out. You can apply to get a referral link. I did. Just kind of shoot my shot, like, hey, I haven't done that before, so I thought I'd just give it a shot. At first I got an email that said, I'm sorry you didn't meet our qualifications. I don't remember exactly how it was worded, but basically that they didn't accept, which I kind of expected. But it also said, if you have any questions, please reach out. And I just said, hey, thank you for your time. I was just wondering, like, is there anything you're looking for specifically? I'm new to this. So just kind of looking for advice. Right after I sent that email, I got another email that I had been approved. So I got an affiliate link. I'm not gonna lie, I used my own affiliate link to shop, so I will get some money back. So if you guys are interested and you would like to shop through my link, I will make some money back on that. If you don't, if you're not into that, you don't want to, you're not interested in the products, you don't want to use an affiliate link, obviously, no hard feelings, we're all good. I don't have a code like to save money, I just have that link that I would get a kickback from. So this is the blush palette. It's all wrapped up nicely in pink tissue paper. And then of course some bubble wrap, quite a decent amount. Come on. So little kitty cat in a Scorpio outfit, very cute. Scorpio Hot. that's what it looks like. It's got like a, you know, color saver taped on top and a mirror. Just throwing my garbage on the ground. So that's without the color saver on top, and I will go ahead and swatch. So those three are the bottom row. They are swatching smoothly. Let me get my fingers cleaned off here. And then we're gonna go to, in the top row. Oh, that one feels like a cream. This, like the light purple. Feels very much like a cream. Are they creams? No, I think so. So that's how they all swatched. Those three are the top row, and these three are the bottom row. Nice and pigmented, creamy. That's nice. I don't know. I don't think they have color names. I don't see anything anywhere anyway. It's just because I don't see something doesn't mean it's not there. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. So I'm not going to put blush on first. I do have my base done with, you know, foundation and bronzer. But I don't have any blush on, but I want to, well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm not going anywhere. So let's pick two colors. Let's do a top and a bottom and just see how they look. I think I want to do something a little bit fluffier because they do seem pretty pigmented, so I don't want to get like too crazy. I really liked how that light purple felt, so we will try that one on one cheek. I'm just going with I think this no, this is Luna Magic. I thought SL Miss Glam, but it is Luna Magic. They have the rhinestones, so I get confused. It's going on very nicely, like pigmented, but not too pigmented, so you can build it up. You don't look crazy. I prefer that. Like, I want some pigment. I don't want to spend 5 hours putting my blush on, but I also don't want to like go in and have it just like bam from the start, because then you got to play with like toning it down. So this is nice. Like, you have to build it up a little bit, but not so much where it's like you're spending all day with your blush. And I think for the bottom row, we'll go to this middle one, like a very bright pink, almost like reddish. Go over here. Very pigmented, lots of pigment, but very nice. I probably went in a little heavy-handed on that side. I could have stood to use a little less. I should have known, because it is a darker color, that it probably would be more pigmented. So that is on me. Let's go in with this fluffier one and see if we can kind of diffuse it out. Now, if this happens to you, this happens to me a lot when I use cream or liquid blush, because I know that I should put it on my hand or, you know, not put as much product on. I know that, but for some reason when I'm doing it, it's like that thought just goes out of my head and I just go ham. Okay. But you can also use a little bit of setting powder to really diffuse anything. I also use setting powder, like if I have an eyeshadow that's a little bit dark that just doesn't want to quite blend out, just use a little setting powder to diffuse it out. You know, if you're using a palette that doesn't have a lighter color, use some setting powder. Just kind of help lighten around, so it just kind of brings it down, tones it down just a bit. So that's what I did, and I think it worked really well. Maybe over here a little bit. Okay. I will say, I feel like it's looking brighter on camera than how I am seeing in the mirror. So, okay. Very nice. All right. 1 for 1. Let's see if we can get 2 for 2. This is also wrapped up in some nice tissue paper. That was just part of the tissue paper. I thought we had another sticker. And I will reuse this tissue paper because I like to reuse things if I can. All right, so this is the star. I had it upside down, so I got confused for a second. I know, surprise, surprise. I already have my eyes prepped with my MAC paint pot. Oh no, oh no. We got 4 broken ones. Oh no. Oh. So down here, healing. Oh man. That is, ooh, oh gosh. The black. I can't read what it says. Good health. The black down there is broken. It's like just a chunk came out of it. I don't know if you guys can see, but like right there, yeah, you won't be able to see, but it just looks like a chunk came out. Like it doesn't look broken, and I didn't think it was broken, but looking, and obviously there's black around, yeah, like a chunk came out. Very odd. And then bright prospects right here. This one looks like it just separated a little bit. That it's not really broken, it just looks like it separated a little bit. And then renewal of spirit, that one in the corner. Kind of the same thing, it broke, but it's not like shattered. Just separated some. So nothing's like shattered. It's just kind of separated. Which it does happen. Happens quite a bit to me. I'm starting to like get a complex, but I think it's just the nature of the formula with those type of shadows. Those really soft shadows tend to do that. So okay, clean up my fingers because I got a lot of the black around there. Yeah, really actually like the renewal of spirit and the bright prospects. When I just pressed it very little, you can't even really tell the black. Once I clean up the black powder, you really can't tell. For one, it's black, so you can't see the chunk missing. Healing kind of separated around, but I think I can repress it, so it's not as concerning as when I first opened it. I'm okay. I was like, I thought it was gonna be a bigger mess, but we're good. I'm just gonna be very careful showing you the shades. So the 2 outer rows or columns, I guess, are shimmers or multi-chromes, duochromes, and then the middle 2 are mattes. Let's do a purple look. All right. So I'm going to go in with Generosity, which is that purple matte there, and do that in my crease. It's going on very nicely. I was going to use a fluffier brush, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the same brush and use that kind of lilac purple that is Optimistic Outlook. And I'm going to do that on top, like above my crease. And shade them together. No, blend them together. Shade them together. They're going together very well. I think think I want to use a little bit of blue. So I'm going to go in with the brighter blue there. That is Luck. And I'm going to use, this is kind of like a packing brush, I'm going to say. It's from Luxie. And I'm going to do this on my outer corner. They're laying down very nicely. And also they're pigmented, but you can build them up a little bit so they're not like too much off the bat. What do I want to do? I'm going to use my same little packing brush, wipe it off, and use Serenity, which is that little bit of lighter blue. And I'm going to do that on my lower lash or underneath my eye. It went on really nice. That's where we are so far. I really like it. I'm also going to take Faith, which is that light blue shimmer right there. Same brush, and just put it, I'm going to put it over top of that Serenity shade. One thing I didn't just notice looking at this, which for me is not a big deal, but I know some people might find it a little odd, is some of the names are kind of off center. Like, I don't, like, it doesn't bother me, but I know some people are very, you know, I don't want to say weird, because it's like a thing that just can bother some people. So I just thought I would mention it. What do I want to do on the lid? I don't know. I think I'm gonna do Joy, which is that shimmer there, and Serenity, which is that, I think that's at least a duochrome, if not a multi-chrome. I will swatch them. So that's Joy. Not Serenity, Spirituality. That's that one right there. I'm just actually gonna go ahead and use this on my finger. I didn't put glitter primer on because I forgot, and they're already on my fingers, so I put Joy on most of my lid except for like just the very, very little of my inner corner. I'm gonna take Spirituality and put it there. I've been using a brush because sometimes my finger is just a little too big for that area because I do have smaller eyelids, but it seems to have gone down nicely. A little bit of fallout under my eye, but that is okay. And then I'm gonna go back in with Look and just make sure that it's still present. I have a tendency to kind of overdo it on the shimmer shade, and it kind of takes away from the matte outer corner shade. So I like to sometimes just go in and blend them together and put a little bit more of that matte shade on there. So I think that looks really pretty. Very nice. Let's throw a little mascara on. This Lancome, I can't pronounce what that says, so I'm not gonna try. Okay, so we did a greenish purple look at that time, so I want to use the, did I say green? Bluish purple. So I want to utilize more of the greens this time. I want to try to use as many colors as I can to make these two looks, so I just get a good reading on this palette. Make sure my mascara didn't... My mascara, I have longer lashes, so they tend to get up there and get under there before it dries. So for the green, I'm gonna start off with Strength, which is that darker green down there. And that will go in my outer corner. No, I'm sorry, that's not what I was gonna do. I'm going to put this on my crease. So just to make it a little bit different this time, instead of like doing it like that on the crease, I'm kind of flaring it out at the end. That kind of look, I think, looks really pretty a lot of the time on people. I don't always have the best luck because I do have hooded eyes, but I do like to try it out every once in a while, kind of see if I can make it work for me, and it seems so far to work okay. I'm going to go in, same brush, but I'm going to go in with that lighter green inspiration up there, lighter, brighter green there. Same brush, just wiped off a little bit. And I'm going to go above my crease and above that Strength shade. Those are looking good together, blending nicely together. Okay. And I'm going to take that same, oh, that's a little too fluffy. I'm going to take more of a packing brush, a little bit smaller, and go with that Good Health shade, which is that black that kind of has a chunk missing. I'm gonna like tap it out because since it is black and these shades are pretty pigmented, I'd rather kind of go in lightly. And I'm gonna put that like on the outer corner. I'm gonna try and connect the outer look, almost like making a wing a little bit, which if my hooded eye girls know, that is not always the easiest to do. So if I mess it up, it's probably more me than the shadow, because it is going on nicely and it's still very pigmented with like tapping more off. So with those dark shades, I would say go in with a light hand. I'm also going to bring it on the outer portion of my inner lower lash. That actually did really well. I was a little scared because it doesn't always work out nicely for me. Sometimes I make quite a bit of a mess when I'm doing something like that. Okay. It is so hot in this room. I'm so glad that you guys can't smell right now because I am sweating. What haven't we used? What do I want to use? I think I'm going to go in with Sense of Hope, which is the shadow up here. Now looking at it in the pan, it looks like a dark green, but there's some blue shift in there, there's some purple shift in there. Let's see if I can swatch it and like you guys can get a sense. See, I just swatched it and it looks purple, but see, oh, that is so pretty. But like it almost looks black. There's the green. It's not really catching the purple very well that I am like when I look at it just like this, I'm like purple, but it's really showing the green. That's so pretty. So I'm going to take that with that same brush with the black and kind of go where I went with the black shadow On top, I'm going to do it a little bit above, but cover that same black area on my lower lash line. And I'm just barely tapping it in. And just kind of right above that black, very pigmented. And this is me just like, I just tap the brush on the surface. That is crazy. That is so cool. Okay. All right. Then I think I'm gonna go in with Calmness, which is this green right here. But once again, when I move it around, I see some shift. So that's what that is. This one's a little on the chunky side, just feeling it, but when I lay it down, it smooths out very nicely. And there's like silver, goldish, I don't know. It's just freaking pretty. I don't know my colors, but this is gorgeous. So I'm gonna try to get it in, just, my finger might be too fat for that. So I am going to grab this brush here, kind of like a flat brush, and try to just get it in between the black and the green without too much overlap where it's taking away from the other colors. This texture is kind of deceiving because when I swatched it, it's like it felt kind of chunky, but laying it down, it is so smooth. That's so pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with Healing, which is that white shimmer down there. That Spirituality color. I probably should have pressed that better before. I just broke it more. Oh, I'll fix it. It's fine. I might have to use a brush for that because then I'm just putting this on like my inner corner and down like my lower lash line, like the front of my lower lash line where I didn't go in with the black. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. It's a little bit chunky, but it is also broken. Once I press it, I think it'll be okay. But these are my two looks with, oh, I forgot my mascara. It's always something. Always something with me, guys. Okay, so these are my two looks. I did use, I would say, the majority of the shades. The only ones I didn't use, I think, were Positivity up there, that green that's a little bit on the grungy side, the Renewal of Spirit, or did I use that? No, I don't think I did, and the Bright Prospects. So, and it's 16 shades, so I used 13 on two looks. I really like this. I think this is super pretty. I think Steph did a great job with the, for one, the color story. This is right up my alley. As far as the color story, the formula is really nice. The shiftiness is nice. It blends nicely. It lays down nicely. Really the only complaint I have is that the shades broke apart a little bit. Nothing catastrophic that I can't fix. I will just let her know that, hey, I have this issue, but I don't feel like I need a replacement because of how they broke. They can be repressed, and that would be silly, I think, to get like to ask for a new one when this is perfectly usable. So I'm really impressed. I think it was definitely a good investment. I'm really excited. I love indie brands. I think especially with eyeshadow, they just beat even luxury, high-end drugstore. Indie brands are a way to go for eyeshadow, in my opinion. That's just what I think. I just love it. I really enjoyed both the products. The blush palette is really pretty. It is coming off harsher, I feel, on camera than it is in my mirror, but that happens. I feel like that happens a lot. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'll look in the camera and I'll be like, my blush looks crazy. Go look in the mirror, it looks fine. So that's just, I guess, part of filming, is sometimes things don't actually come across quite how they are in real life. So anyway, 10 out of 10, 2 hits out of 2. Lovely, I think so. Like I said, I'll leave all that information below. If you want to shop and you want to use my affiliate link, it'd be greatly appreciated, but obviously no expectations. Do what you want to do. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you check them out, at least keep an eye on them for maybe future purchases or just what they're coming out with, because like this is their second eyeshadow palette, their first blush, and I think they're doing great. So I say keep up the good work. And that's it. It's great. I think you should check it out if you care what I think, which you're here, so I guess you do. I'm gonna not be a rambling mess one of these days, and you guys are not gonna recognize me. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, send your friends. We have a lot of fun here. We're growing our numbers, more giveaways, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.